So a very good morning. Myself Professor Saxena from India. Today I will teach you subject programming in C, and in this session I am going to cover a topic difference between high level and low level programming languages, and what is low level programming language and what is high level programming language. So the contents and learning outcome of this session will be type of computer language. As you know, there are two types of computer language, high level language and low level language, and the comparison between high level and low level computer language. So as you can see here in the chart, there are basically two types of programming language. First is low level programming language and second one is high level programming language. And further, low level programming language can be classified into two categories, that is assembly language and machine code or binary code. So come to the next slide. Computer programming language can be classified into two broad categories. First is low level language. So there are again two types of low level languages. The example of low level programming languages are first machine code or binary code, and second one is assembly language. And second type of computer language is high level language, and example of high level language are C, C++, Java, etc. So now first discuss to be about low level language. So low level language are machine dependent. So low level language program is always written for a specific processor and architecture. Second point about low level language is that low level language is not user friendly. It is very difficult and time consuming to write a program in low level language. Correct. Now come to the next slides. Now again it is very difficult to debug a program written in low level language. Debug means to detect and correct the error. Now fourth point, to write a program in low level language require extensive knowledge of hardware component of computer and their configurations. Now machine code or binary code. CPU can only understand machine code or binary code, which are the string of 1 and 0. Machine code are machine dependent and always written for a specific processor's instruction set and architecture. Next point is that each personal computer has a microprocessor, which is also called the brain of computer, that manages the computer arithmetical, logical, and control activities. Every processor has its own set of instructions for handling various jobs. This set of instructions are called machine language instructions or machine language. Machine code is only the code which can be directly understood by computer center processing unit. Next point is that machine code need not any translation. This code can be directly executed by the CPU. What nowadays programmers are not written up machine code because it is very difficult and time taking task to write, modify or debug a program in machine code. Now come to the assembly language. An assembly language is also a low level programming language designed for a specific type of processor. Assembly language programs are machine dependent and always written for a specific processor's instruction set and architecture. To write a program in assembly language, one do require a detailed understanding of instruction sets and processor architecture. Now it is very difficult and time-taking task to write a program into machine code. So a low-level assembly language is designed for a specific family of processor that represents various instructions in symbolic code and more understandable form, that is called mnemonics. Assembler is used to convert program written in assembly language into machine code or binary code. There is a one-to-one correspondence between each assembly language instructions and machine code instructions. Every assembler is designed for a specific computer architecture. Now come to the high-level language. A high-level language is a programming language designed to simplify computer programming. A high-level language is more human-friendly, contains easy-to-read syntax. High-level source code can be converted into low-level machine code using compiler or interpreter. High level language is consist of combination of mathematical and natural language symbol and characters. High level language are machine independent, portable and better understood by the human and programmer. These languages do not need to memorize the architecture and register of a CPU. The main advantage of high level language over low level language is that they are easier to read, write and debug. Now there are many different high level languages are available, for example C, C++, Java, .NET, etc. Some high level languages are designed for writing desktop software program, whereas other high level languages are used for web development or best suited for web development. Now in this chart you can see the hierarchy of different languages. As you can see that machine code and assembly language are example of low level programming languages, and they are very close to computer hardware. So to write a program in machine code and assembly language program, you should have a complete knowledge and very detailed knowledge about the computer architecture. Again, by writing a machine code or assembly language program, you can easily manipulate the hardware of any computer. What high level language like C, C++, Java, .NET, it is not required that you should have a complete knowledge about computer architecture to write a program in high level language. So come to the next slide. Now comparison between high level and low level language. So this is high level language, and in second column we write about low level language. So first point is that high level language are easy to learn and understand. High level language are user friendly. High level language are easy to learn and understand. High level language are user friendly. Now first point about low level language is that low level language are challenging to learn and understand. Low level language are not user friendly. Is that clear to all of you? Now come to the next point. Uh, Program written in high level language are machine independent. Is that program written in high level language can run on all type of hardware with different configurations, whereas program written in low level language are machine dependent. Is that program written in low level language can only be run on the same hardware with the specified configurations. If you change the hardware, if you change the hardware configurations, then program will not run. Is that clear? Okay. Now come to the next point. Now third point is that program written in high level language are executed slower than program written in low level language because they require a translator program. Clear? Now next point about low level languages. Program written in low level language execute with high speed because low level program do not require any translator program. Now next point about high level language. Program written in high level language need compiler and interpreter to convert the program into machine code. Now next point about low level language. Program written in low level language do not require any conversion if written in machine code or binary code. What program written in assembly language do require assembler to convert it into machine code, also called object code. Now next point, high level language does not provide many facilities at hardware level. Clear? Whereas low level language program are very close to the hardware and help to write a program at hardware level. This is the advantage of low level language program. Next point about high level language is that high level language are not memory efficient. Program written in high level language require more memory, whereas low level language are memory efficient and program written in low level language require less memory. Now come to the next slide. For writing program in high level language, hardware knowledge is not required. Clear? Now next point about low level language. For writing program in low level language, hardware knowledge is must. Now next point, program written in high level language are easy to debug and modify, whereas program written in low level language are difficult to debug and modify. Now come to the next slide. In single statement, a single statement may execute several instructions in high level language, whereas in low level language, the single statement can be directly mapped to the single processor instructions. Now come to the next point. High level programming language are widely used, whereas low level programming language are not widely used by programmer nowadays. Now come to the next point. And the example of high level languages are C, C++, Java, Python, etc. Whereas machine language and assembly language are the example of low level language. Now come to the assignment work. First question of assignment is that what is the different types of computer programming language? Now second question, what are the difference between low level language and high level language? Please write the answer of these question in a simple plain paper and mail me at vishnunarayan.saxena@gmail.com. And if you have any queries or any questions, you can also ask at my WhatsApp number 9584932217. So thank you so much. Thank you very much.